Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Homestead Heart. And today I'm outside doing some morning chores. The rain has let up. Remember I keep telling y'all that we need to do a scavenger hunt on the homestead? Well, I was in one of the outbuildings the other day and I ran across some nifty things, right? But then some other folks was out in the outbuildings and came back and said, hey, look. Look what was hiding amongst other things in the outbuilding, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness. I am so glad I didn't waste money on one of these things. I don't know if y'all know, but these things in Tractor Supply, they're expensive. They get our Tractor Supply, they're like 35, 40 bucks even in some places. So they're expensive. So very happy to have found or have been found on the homestead, right? It's always great when you find things on the homestead because you can always use them. So what I'm getting ready to do now is move Grizzly Taimou around. Normally, you know, when the weather is kind of cold, we make adjustments for them to keep them close to the house and give them some shelter and just make it warmer for them. But now I'm getting ready to move them back to their official location because they make a mess. It's like they don't even care about all this extra stuff that we do to make them comfortable. They don't even care. So I'm putting them back where I know they like to be. So get their dog houses put back over here. And this time I'm going to have them side by side. At first I had them kind of separate and across away from each other. But this time they're going to be side by side. And that way I can still feed them separate because Grizzly, he is such a greedy dog. He will eat his food. And then after he eats his food, he will go over to Taimou's bowl. And I'm going to tell you, he should know better than that by now. Because Taimou don't play that when it comes to his food. Taimou goes on the, I don't know if it's offensive. He's defensive first. Then he goes after them. So I'm just moving them both back over here. Give them some space. Get them from by this house. And give them some room to play. I had them over in the cow pen over there. So they can run and play. But these are some little escape artists. Where's he going? Where are you going? Huh? Come on back here. Who does he think he is? He not grown? Alright, let me grab your dog. Down. I know you want to play, but I ain't got time to play right now. I got to get y'all back to where y'all belong. I know, get out of the way. Our dogs are something else. They are so baby-like, right? But as soon as something pops off out here, those dogs turn into other kind of people, other kind of creatures. I'm going to show you their faces. Well, actually, Taimou looks a little intimidating. When you look at him, he looks a little intimidating. But Grizzly has the sweetest little baby face. I mean, just the sweetest pie. But don't let that fool you. I think that's hopefully that's far enough apart so that they don't get all twisted and tangled, because yeah, they're still pups, so we have to keep them on a leash, and then we take them up for runs and stuff on the homestead. But we have to keep them like this because they're still puppies. They're still training. They ran across the highway the other day when they got out of the playpen, what we call it. Ran clear across the highway. Let me show you. Headed into them woods back there. And Taimou, stop it. Look at Taimou's face. Taimou can look a little intimidating when you look at him, right? He can look, I know, I'm just trying to get your attention. I'm trying to let them see your face. Grizz, he's so jealous too. Look at Taimou's face. He can look a little intimidating when he comes for you and he's running at you, right? But this one here, look at Sweetums. Just as sweet as he want to be, right? Just as sweet looking as he want to be. But you can't let that fool you, because no, he's not. No, he's not. So, you can't let that sweet face fool you. I've seen Grizzly in action. And boy, does he turn into some other kind of creature. So we have this greenhouse plastic, and we try to use it to go over, underneath and over their dog houses, to provide some insulation to keep them warm. You know what they do? They pull it right on off and rip it to shreds. They even toss their straw out of the doghouse. And a lot of times it can be so cold, they will sleep outside on the ground. That's what they do. So I got to move them. I'm gonna see if I can set the camera up while I move them, because them some big boys. And I can't do two things at one time with them. It's got to be one or the other. Are now back in business and back to their side of town. Yay. That was eventful and funny. The part that was really funny was when I put down Grizzly's food. So when I put down Grizzly's food, Grizzly had pulled him, and maybe you saw this on camera, Grizzly had pulled himself away from the spot that I originally put him in. So, when he did that and I put his food down, Jackson went over and started eating out of his food. And Grizzly was getting upset, so he was trying to pull himself back over there, and he couldn't get over there. And he couldn't get no closer than where I am right now from this raised bed. And Jax was right there just chewing out of his food. And so every time Jax would take a bite, he would look up and look at Grizzly and chew in Grizzly's face like and Grizzly started whining like, get out of my food, man. So it was so funny. So I'm like, you shouldn't pull yourself over there.